Let me try.
Okay.
You are live now. ये वाला लिंक शेयर कर दीजिए।
नहीं, लिंक ऑलरेडी शेयर्ड है एक्चुअली।
शेयर है ना? हाँ, अब हो गया लाइव।
ठीक
मैं
है,
चेक कर लेता हूँ।
मैं भी कोई चेक करता हूँ, सेकंड। Yes, yes, live हो गया. Okay. Yes, guys, we can go ahead, right? You on mute? No, I'm not on mute. So, Abhishek, can we start?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
हो रहा
then,
था?
yeah, then please go ahead and share your screen and start it now. Thank you.
Yes, हो रहा था.
Okay, good evening, all. Yeah, permit me to share my screen. You are all welcome to today's presentation. This is week 7 of the DevOps micro internship, and here we are live presenting to you again. Uh, Here is the Group-1 presentation, and permit me to introduce to you once again the main anchor of this wonderful GMI program, Pravin Mishra, and then the lead co-mentor, Pravin Pandey, and very good Group-1 co-mentor, Abhishek Mokwana, and then the team leads, myself, Aremu Oladayo, and we have Santosh Kumar and Joy Ukwabi. And also presenting today is Umar. She will be taking you through the static website hosting on AWS. And apart from the console management of this particular exercise, hosting your static website on AWS, we have a little package for you also, which I would not like to unleash now until she starts the presentation. Uh, as you know, there's always something to take away. So I'll just urge you to sit back, relax, and enjoy our presentation as she takes over the stage. Thank you very much. So, Umar, over to you. You can share your screen and present to them. Thank you. Um, Let me stop sharing. Okay, so you can go ahead. Thank you. Over to you, Umar.
Yes, 1 second. 1 second, please. Yeah, right. So I'm going to do the presentation part as well.
Yes, yeah, taking the presentation.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, audible, yes.
Yes. So, yeah, basically, I'm going to present the creation of S3 bucket and what is the purpose, what is the use of S3 bucket. So S3 bucket is one of the services in Amazon S3 which helps us to store our files securely over cloud, right? And we can access it. It is a kind of a folder that you can create yourself for your file storage in AWS over cloud. And straight away, I'm going to the demo part where we can, present how to create the S3 bucket on the AWS console, right? So you can open the AWS console here, log on to your AWS console with your IAM user, and then you can just click on search for S3 here, S3, Amazon S3, and you'll be landing into this page where you can go ahead and create your S3 bucket. You can see on the left panel, you can see you have got different kind of buckets here: general purpose buckets, directory buckets, table buckets, vector buckets. Now for this demo session today, we'll be creating a general purpose bucket here. Just click on this and you'll be able to create this. Okay, right. Yes. So now click on create bucket to create your own bucket here. So we'll create a general purpose bucket here. You can give the name of the bucket. We'll go as per the assignment standards which we have here. So I'm just opening the assignment here. This is the naming format that is being conveyed here. Let us copy this, come back here, copy this, and just I will just change this to my name hyphen, and let me give the region in which I'm creating here. You can just check the region here, click on this. So I'm right now in Asia Pacific, Mumbai region, right? So I'm just going to create my bucket in AP South 1. So I will give this here, AP South 1, and make sure your bucket name is unique throughout your AWS account. So it will be unique, and all the naming convention here, all the letters should be in small case, okay, and no dots are allowed. So this is how you can create the name of the bucket, and just scroll down, right? And because we are uploading our files here, and we are our goal today is to upload a static website through S3 bucket. So the main advantage here is we need not configure any EC2 system or do any configuration sort of a thing. You just need to create your S3 bucket in the AWS cloud and upload your files into the bucket and do some settings here, and that's it. Your website will be live on the internet. So for that, just scroll down here, because we are going to upload a static website which needs public access, right? So because we are publishing it on the internet, so obviously it should be given public access. So here we have to uncheck this because we want it to be accessible by the public. So just uncheck this, scroll down, and you can also maintain bucket versioning. So which means that you can, in any case, if you are modifying your files in the folder, right? So you can change them. You can change the bucket. You can maintain the versions of the files here. So for that, you have to enable this manually if you want to maintain the versions. So this will be helpful if you want at any given point of time, if you want to retrieve the older versions of your files, you can always do that. So now just come down here and see, you need to just create bucket. Click on the create bucket. Your bucket will be created. And once again, AWS asks for the confirmation once again because you are giving the public access. Why is this? It is asking because usually this S3 bucket is, we want our files to be given private access, right? We don't want everyone to access our files that are being created in our S3 bucket. So that's the reason why AWS once again reconfirmed from our end whether we want it to be available, make it available to the public. Since in our case here, we are going to publish a static website, we need to give public access, and that's what we have given confirmation to AWS, right? And now, right, so you can see here our bucket has created here. You can just click on the bucket here and you'll be able to see the bucket here, right? Praveen portfolio Uma AP South 1. So this is the bucket I have created. This is the name of the bucket. And when you open this bucket, click on this bucket, you can see there are different tabs that are available where you can click on each tab and you see, look at the properties, the permissions that are available for this bucket, the properties of this, everything. So when you click on the objects tab, you'll be able to see all the files that are uploaded in your bucket. Right now, we don't have any files here. You can see because we have not uploaded any, you see, files into our bucket. So when you click on the metadata, it will be, so you can create your own metadata configuration here on this tab. And when you click on the properties tab, we'll be able to see the properties like the region in which your bucket is created, the ARN, the resource name that is being allocated by AWS, your creation date, the bucket versioning, whether it is enabled or not. Just come down, scroll down here, and you can see, yeah, come down. The one thing you should you should do here is enable static website hosting here, because we want to if you publish a static website, you should enable this static website hosting feature. So click on this edit button, right? And by default it will be disabled, so click on enable here. Right now just come down and click on select the option here, host a static website. Right now we are doing that, so we'll keep it as it is, right? And now we have to provide the index document here. So in our case, in our folder, I have the index file, so with the same name, index.html. So I will provide the file name here, index.html, right? And if there are any error document, error.html file that is available in your the folder, you can also provide that. That is optional. So it is the industry's best standard to also provide an error.html file here, right? Yes. Now just save your changes, right? So it is successfully changed, right now. All right. So now what you have to do, you have to upload the objects here, our file. For that, come back to the objects tab here, click on upload button, right? And select the files that you want to upload. Click on add files here, select the folder in which your files are available. I have got my all the files here. Select all the files that you want to upload into your bucket, right? Select them. Come down. Where is it? Okay, I'm not getting this. Okay. All right. Click on all files. It got struck. I'm sorry.
Okay, okay, no worry, continue.
So this is not visible here. This is being, you see, how do we do this? This is,
You can put that zoom panel on the top of that so you can see that.
so I mean, just not able to move that. That is what I'm just trying to move that. So it is not moving.
Just
Oh
click
God.
and
I'm not able to see this. So it is being covered by this. How do I move this?
just minimize that. There is an option for like the panel who have joined. You can minimize that part from the right.
Just press ESC escape button once and then try again.
Press escape button.
Yeah,
Right.
escape button. Yeah, then again click on add file.
Right. This part is being covered by this, so that's the reason why I'm just not able to see that. Click add files here. So once again, select all the files. See, it is being covered here. So how do I do that? So
You can press enter. Press enter.
okay. Yeah, got it. So yeah, so all the files have got uploaded here. You can see, right? So now these are all the HTML files and CSS files that we have uploaded into our bucket here. Right. So now we also need to upload the images that we are using for this website, right? So images folder is there. So we'll upload that particular resource as well. So click on add folder, click on the images, right? And enter. How do that? Once again, it goes wrong.
Use tab. One more time. Yeah, enter. Tab, enter.
Right, yes. Now click on upload here, right? So you can see all the images also got uploaded here. Now just scroll down, right, and click on upload. Right. So yeah. So all the files are being uploaded here, uploaded succeeded. So now we can see in our AWS folder, we have got all the, you see the image files and also the HTML files as well, right? So these are the objects that we are uploaded into our bucket here, right? So now, how do we see these? How we will host this website, right? Now for that, come to the properties file here once again, come down, right? And we have enabled this, right? So this is the website endpoint. Now let us check on this. Now I'm just opening that in the browser. For that, you can just click on this arrow button to open it directly, or you can just copy this endpoint and paste it in the web browser URL and open it, right? Now you can see 403 forbidden. So that means we are not able to see our website that we are trying to host it. The reason for this is we have not given permissions. We are not given permissions for this file public permissions, right? So that means we have to create permissions for our bucket as well. For that, we'll come back here, right? Come to the permissions tab, just scroll down and confirm that whether we have unblocked this public access or not. Just click on edit button here at the right side. Yes, see, we have unblocked it. So we have confirmed this. Click on save changes once again, right? So I will confirm this once again. So if that is not, you see, unchecked, so we will not be able to host our public website on the net, right? Because we want publicly public to access, we have to unblock it. Now click on bucket policy, click on edit policy here, right? Now here we have to write a policy document here. So it is nothing but it is written in JSON format, right? So we have I have already the JSON file here available. Where is it? Yes. So this is from the assignment. We can see it is already given. All right. So this is the policy, right? Now let us copy this and paste it there. Copy. All right. So let us come back and paste it here. Right. So now, what does this mean? So this is a JSON format, as we have seen. So it will contain the key value pair here. So this is the version of the AWS policy document version. So this is not something related to our bucket which we have created. This is by default the same thing which we have to give as it is. We should not change it, right? Because this is something related to AWS policy, right? And inside this we have a statement block here. So this is the block in which we write all our rules here, the policy rules. So each policy rule is enclosed within the flower braces here. So inside this, we'll have a set of statements which specifies what kind of access we are providing on which object, on which resource, AWS resource, and what kind of access we are providing it, and also by to whom we are providing it. So these are all the things that we will be, you see, mentioning in the policy document. So SID, it stands for statement identity, right? Which is a label to the policy document, which it is a human, which it is a human readable format sort of a thing, which specifies you very clearly for what you are writing this policy for. What is the purpose of this? So here, that is why we have given a label here, public read get object. You can give any name here, but make sure that it is, it aligns with the policy you're creating here. Okay, right? You can give any name here. It doesn't matter, right? So after that, the effect. So this effect is the kind of, the action you want to give. So basically, we'll have two options here: allow, deny. So because we want to allow the public access, we have given the value as allow here, right? Now comes the principle. This principle stands for the user, what kind of users and what here. So we have given a star here, which means to all the users. It's because we want to give a private access to all the users, right? So we have given a star here. So supposing if you want to limit this permissions to an IAM role user, right? So you can give that particular IAM role here, and then the policy will be, you see, it will be in align with the kind of role which you have given there, and it will be applicable to that particular role. Because we have given star here, it is now given to all the users. It's been the public access. Now the action here, so you can see on what kind of action, what you want to do with the action, because now we want to see the view, right? So we want to get the object. So basically we will have actions like get object, put object, right? Delete object, like that. Now here, because we want to get the object, so get object is the action which we want to perform. So we will say s3 dot get object on which resource, so on s3 bucket. So that is why we'll see s3 dot get object, and then the resource name. So here we will provide our resource name. So ARN AWS, this is a S3 bucket name, and here you will provide your bucket name which you have created right now. So I'm just replacing this with my bucket name. You can just scroll up, copy the bucket name from here, right? Come down and paste it here. All right. Paste, right? You can see, and make sure you have a slash here, and after slash you put star here, so which specifies that you want to upload all the files, you want to give public access to all the files that are there in your folder, right? So this is how you will write the policy here, right? And if you yeah, so just save this, save changes. Now your policy document is ready, right? Yes. So this is one way. So if you really want to know how you can write the policies, right? So you can just click on here and go to, you see, the policy documents. It will take you to the official website where you can, you see, search for what kind of policies you want to write, right? And this is how you can give. These are the basic settings which you have to do. Now we have also written the policy document, attached a policy document to the bucket. Now we are good to go and check for our website here. Now click on this, once again refresh. See, here we have got our website here, right? So which is index file, that is right. So this is how we can upload our files to the S3 bucket which we have created. Now this is the demo which we have done on using the AWS console, right? Now there is the second way of doing the same thing, which we can do it from AWS CLI, right? Now, before going to that, let us come back to the bucket which we have created, right? Right. So this is the bucket, right? Just come out, right? So now click on the properties tab here, right? And in the properties tab, you can see we have enabled bucket versioning, right? So let us check on that. Now come back to the object folder here. So click on any file. Let us click on index.html file and check for the version. So how do you do that? Click on the index.html file to check the versions, right? Now a page will be opened where you will be able to see the properties, the permissions, and the versions that are associated with index.html file. So on the properties tab, you'll be able to see the size of the file, in which region it is there, right? What is the URI, everything, right? And in the permissions tab, you'll be able to see what is the any permissions that you have given, right? So you can see we have given the read access, right? Yes, for the object, right? Now come back and click on the versions. So you can see this, we have got only one version here, because till now we have just uploaded our files. We have not changed any files. We have not modified any files. That is the reason why we have only one version here, the first version here. So this is how you can check for the versions of the files that you have created. Now, if we want to do this once again, you can just go back here. Now let us just try to modify our HTML index.html file and check for the versioning, whether it is being created or not. Okay, for that we'll go to the VS Code editor here. So in my VS Code editor, I have my folder files uploaded into my the console here, Explorer. So just click on index.html, right? And we'll make some changes here, right? So now let us go somewhere here. let us go to the hero section. All right. Yeah. So let us, yeah. So we have something here, right? Empowering students of thousands towards success. Now let us add one more heading here. All right. H1. All right. So now let us put some quotes by Praveen Mishra. Okay. So this is extra heading which I have added in the hero section of my index.html file right now. So it got saved. Right now, let me check this for this file in my local directory. Now I'll go to my local directory, and I'm going to open this file from the local folder here, not from the S3 bucket. Okay, right? You can see. All right, you can see now it is displaying quotes by Praveen Mishra, Emperor. So this is the heading which we have added in our HTML file, index.html file, right? So now let us see if this is reflecting in our AWS S3 folder. Now this is the link where we have here. This is right. Now let me close it. Now come back to this file here. You can see in our S3 bucket, it is still not reflecting, right? It is the same old HTML file which we have here. Now, how do we upload this HTML file? The best practice is we need to re-upload this file into our folder. So for that, what we will do, once again, we'll come back to the object folder here, right? Now click on, where is it? Right, now come back to the buckets, Praveen Mishra folder, right? Now click on objects. Now click on upload once again. We'll upload that particular index.html file which we have modified. Now select, come back here. Now click on index.html, right? Now click on upload. See, upload successful, right? So now you can see our modified index.html file has been uploaded into our bucket, right? Now come back here. Let us close this. Right now, let us check for the versioning part. Now click index.html file, go to the versions. You can see two versions are created. Now the current version is the modified HTML file which we have, and this is the older version which we previously had it. Now, if you want to come back to your original file, okay, how do you do that? Just click on this. Just scroll up, click on object actions at the top, click on this, just click on copy, right? And give the destination path where you want to upload your file, right? Now you can give the same here, S3 colon, your bucket name slash index.html, because we want to, move it into the same folder. You'll just give the same folder path once again, and just, you can say, copy. Now that particular old file will be copied to the bucket, and it will be available for you for the public, right? Now let us check. Now, because we have uploaded our modified HTML file into the bucket, let us check for the website here, right? Now let us refresh this. You can see we have got the new HTML file, course by Praveen Mishra, right? This is how you can modify the files, check for versioning, and upload the files, host the your website, the modified website, whatever. Any files you can change it, and this is how you can do it, right? So now this is how we can do it using the AWS console. Now there is another way where you can do the same thing using AWS CLI. Now I'm going to show you how we can do using the AWS CLI, right? Now for that, I will go back to my VS Code editor, right? Yes, right. So for that, the prerequisites for this is you should check whether AWS CLI is installed on your machine or not. For that, you have to type the command AWS -- version, right? Yes. So you can see AWS CLI is installed on my machine. If it is not installed, just go to the official website, AWS CLI official website, and check, install it for your operating system, Windows or Mac, whatever your machine is there, right? So now because I have AWS CLI installed on my machine and it is in place now, the other thing which you need to check before going is whether you have got the right permissions to do that or not, right? On the CLI, because your CLI needs to talk to the AWS. So you should make sure that it is configured to talk to the AWS account. So for that, you have command AWS configure, where you have to do that. Okay, now let me run this command AWS configure. All right. So when I do this, so it will be asking asking for the access key, right? So how do you get this access key? For that, you have to create your IAM role, right? So go to the IAM role, right? You have to create an IAM role here. So this is the tab where you can go for. For that, you can search for IAM here in the search bar, and you'll be landing to the IAM here, right? This is the dashboard. So now you have to create a user IAM role you have to create. So I have already created for that. So when you click on users here, so these are the two IAM roles I have. So currently I'm using this IAM role. Just click on that, right? And click on this one, right? So you'll be able to see the all these things. So these are the permissions, these are policies that are attached to my IAM role, the user role. So you can see I have given administrative access to this. So AWS management console access and all this. So you can just search for the policies here and just click add permissions, add permission, that access will be given here, right? So but make sure that you give Amazon S3 full access to this bucket, because we are using Amazon S3 resource here. So you should make sure that it is given full access here, which gives you all the details. You can see this, right? Allow S3 object lambda. So whatever this is, it is giving resource star, right? So this is how full access will be given here, right? And also you should also specify the permissions here, right? So for that, the credentials you have to provide. For that, you click on credentials tab, come down here, click on see access keys. You have to provide the access keys. This is what it is asking for, the CLI console here. So this is how you will create from the AWS console. Okay, now click on create access here. Right now, we want to give the create access keys for the command line interface, right? So that is why we'll choose here the command line interface. Come scroll down and confirm it, right? And click on next, right? And you'll just give a name, whatever name you want to give here, and click on create access. Then your access key will be generated for you, and it will be created for only once, and make sure that you save it somewhere, right? Now I have already done that, and I have saved my credentials as well. So this is how it will look. So this is how the access key looks like, and this is the security, this is the key here, right? Yes, access key ID. Just I'm copying this access ID here right now, right? And I need to provide this value there in the AWS console. Just copy this, come back to my VS Code editor here, right? And paste it and enter. Right now it will offer this one. Where is it? Let me go back to this. Yes. Now access key, right? Now copy this, come back to your VS Code editor and paste it, right? And click on enter, right? Yes. So let me try this up. This one, yeah. Right now it will ask for the region name. So I'm in AP South 1, so I will provide the region name as AP South -1, right? And now it will ask for the format. So we're using the JSON format, we'll give this, provide the JSON format here, right? Now we have configured our AWS to talk to the AWS console, AWS, right? Yeah. So now how do we check this? We can check whether we have configured everything correctly or not using the command here. So we'll just all right. So where is it? So this one. So this is the command which we'll be using to check for the identity here. Okay, let me copy this and paste it, right? Now you can see it has given me the authorization, our user ID account, so whatever. So that means I'm completely authorized now for this, right? Let me clear this. Right, now come back. Now we need to also check for the AWS version control, right? So now we have done that, right? We have configured that, and the next step is now we want to create. Now we can create the bucket from the AWS console as well. Now how do you do that? So this is the command we'll be using it, right? Yes, so we'll copy this. Right, now come back, we'll paste it here. Now we will change, I will change the bucket name here, right? So I will just say probably like this, right? So Praveen Mishra portfolio Uma, right? Now let us click on enter here, right? You can see make bucket. So this AWS S3, this is the resource name, S3 bucket we want to create. That is why we have given S3 here. MB stands for make bucket, and this is the S3 bucket name. You had provided the S3 bucket name here. So this is how. So make bucket. So you can see Praveen Mishra Uma bucket has been created. Let us check it in the console here. Now let us come back to the console. Where is it? Come back to the console, right? Yeah. Right. So buckets. Right. Now you can see MS number 3, general purpose buckets. Right. That's it. It's not.
Just to refresh that.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, that's it. So we got it, right? Yeah, we got Praveen Mishra portfolio, right? Now we click on this. So it will be an empty bucket because till now we have not uploaded into files. So this is how we can create an S3 bucket from the CLI console. Okay, right. Now let us come back and let us try to upload the objects here as well. So for that, the command we'll be using here is, right, just come down here, right. Now, this is a command which you can use on the CLI console to check also here, right? So now let me give this AWS3LS, as means list the buckets here. So it will give us the two buckets which we have created. So portfolio UMA, which we have created through the CLI, and this is the bucket which we have created using the AWS console, right? Now, so we have checked for this as well, right? Now we need to create the bucket. We need to upload the files into your bucket, right? For that, make sure that you are in the folder where you have all your files. So I'm already in my folder here, where I have my files. So after that, what you have to do, you have to give this command, right? So this is the command. Let me copy this and paste it. All right. So now let me come back and I will change the name here. I need to change the name, right? My bucket name here. So which is just Uma. All right. Yes. So now what does this mean here? You can see AWS S3 sync. So we'll be syncing all our files to the AWS S3 bucket from our local machine here, right? So this is the bucket name which we have provided, and -- delete. It ensures that all the anonymous files or forbidden files, anything is there in the bucket already present there, it will be deleted, and all the files will be uploaded in the folder once again. So we'll use this command and we'll click on enter here, right? A fatal error sort of specified, right? Okay, sorry, right. So this is once again right. Yes, let me enter this. All right, you can see all the files are being uploaded into the folder here, right? Yes, this is how we can upload the files. Right, now let us check this once again in our AWS console. Go back, right? Yes, now we will refresh this. We can see once again all the files are there, right? Yes. So this is how we can upload the files. Now once again we can see set the permissions from here as well. Okay, right. So after that, what we can do is, all right. So we can, how do we verify this from the AWS console? Once again, we'll use this command, ls command once again. to see from the AWS console whether all the files are uploaded or not. I will give the correct bucket name here, right? You can see all the files are there. This is how you can check from the AWS CLI console whether the files are uploaded into the bucket or not, right? And now, the same thing, you'll be using the same, you see the same command here. So this, not this one, this file, this AWS sync command. So when you modify those files once again, right, you'll be using this command to upload files back to your S3 folder, S3 bucket, which you have created, right? So because it will be uploading all the files once again, and the previous files which are there, they will be getting deleted here, right? And the fresh files, all the files will be uploaded once again, and the newer versions will be available in your bucket. This is how you'll be doing from the AWS CLI console, right? And one more thing I just wanted to show here. So you can just come back to your VS editor, code editor here, right? And if you want to do this AWS this AWS related commands here, so you make sure that you install from the extensions box here this Amazon toolkit. Okay, this is the toolkit you need to install in your VS Code editor to perform these AWS activities here, right? Now just click on this and just install this. So you see it is already installed in my folder in my VS Code editor here. This you have to install this. Okay, now once you install this, you just need to configure this in your VS Code editor as well for your role here, right? And later you'll be having this AWS icon available on your left side panel here. Just click on that, and you need to configure this for the regions which you have to you want to create your all AWS resources here from the VS Code editor, right? Right now I have configured this for Asia Pacific Hyderabad here, and these are the things, right? Yes. So right now I am in, these are all the resources that are available for me, which I can create from this VS Code editor in the Hyderabad region, right? Now, since we are working with S3, let us check this for the S3 bucket. You can see when I click on S3, you can see there are no objects found because I have created my buckets not in the Asia Pacific Hyderabad region. I have created in the Mumbai region, right? So let us come back here, is Asia Pacific Mumbai. Just click on S3 here. You can see the two buckets which I have created right now are available here. Can you see this? Right. So this is how you can check the resources here on your, AWS, from the VS Code editor as well. So this is how a small demonstration where you can create your S3 bucket resources from the AWS console and using the AWS CLI, right? And this is all about the demo presentation, right? So I can quickly go through the presentation slides as well. So let me open that. I hope everything is clear. The presentation is clear. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So just let me open that. Where is it? Yeah. All right. So this is a small 4-5 slides are there, which will be I will just going through to just give you a quick overview about the S3 bucket here, right? So we are what we have done. This is the goal of our demo session today, to deploy a personal portfolio website on S3 bucket, right? So this is thing. So Amazon S3 is a popular AWS web service used to store files, as I have told you earlier before the start of the demo, for which it is used, right? So in this presentation, we will see how it can be used to host a personal portfolio website without managing any servers, right? So here we have not created any servers, right? We have just created a bucket, uploaded the files, so created the endpoint, right? By enabling, unblocking the private access, giving the public access, and creating the policy document over there. And then we have uploaded the files, and when we check for the endpoint, we could see that our website has been, a personal website has been, a static website basically has been hosted, right? Yes. So this is how. Amazon S3 is a popular AWS. We will see how it can be used to host a personal website folder. This is how it looks. This is the architecture here, right? This is the bucket. This is the Amazon S3 here, and this is the database. So it will. This is how it will talk to the database using the S3 bucket here, right? Yes. So what is Amazon S3? It's a storage device, storage service by AWS. We can store files like HTML, CSS, images. Basically, we'll be storing PNG images here in this, right? And we can host static websites. So it's beginner friendly and it is low cost service here, right? And you can see this is how the deployment works. These are the steps which we have already seen in the demo. We have created a bucket, right? It is the all-round folder. We have uploaded website files. We have seen how we have uploaded files. We have enabled static website holding, without which we will not be able to host our public website on the browser. We have done that. And we have made files public. Yes, we have done that. And we have accessed website through URL. So we have copied the after enabling static website hosting, an endpoint will be generated, which we can copy this and we can paste it in the URL and see the static website working over, right? Now you can see, think of an S3 bucket like a folder on the internet, right? Once files are uploaded and permissions are given, are set as I have shown you in the policy document, which we have written. So AWS provides a public URL, which we have seen, and that anyone can use to access the website. We can share that particular website with anyone, and they will be able to access our website, right? And this is the architecture diagram, how users can access the website. So user browser, so over the internet here, so our browser is connected to the internet. So once we paste that particular endpoint over the service, it will be accessing the Amazon S3 bucket here, and through that it will be accessing the website files, and thus we'll be able to see the our website on the browser, right? So this diagram shows that users access the website directly from S3. There are no servers involved. Amazon S3 delivers the files securely and efficiently from the cloud, right? So it is this is a very secure way of hosting your website. Your files are securely saved in S3 bucket on the cloud, AWS cloud. And what are the key takeaways of this demo session? So we have created an Amazon S3 host. We have hosted a static website using Amazon S3 service, right? No servers or backend needed for this. Ideal for portfolios and beginner projects, right? And used in real world cloud environments. So this is all about how we can do this. Right. So that's all from my end. So any questions or any doubts, I'll be happy to answer. Right.
No, we will
And
cover the questions
yeah,
in the last. Yeah.
Excellent presentation by Uma. We will take all questions at the end of session. So
right.
please proceed further. For assignment
Okay, thank you.
second. Yeah, thank you
Yeah,
so
thank
much.
you. I will stop sharing my screen, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a great presentation by you, Uma. Like you have explained everything clearly and made it easy to understand.
Thank you. Thank you, Abhishek.
So who is there from Anjana team? You can stop sharing. Uma.
Yeah, I have already stopped sharing, right?
No,
Oh, sorry.
it's already said.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
done. Sorry, right. Yeah.
Who is there from Anjana team?
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear.
Mustafa is from my team. He is going to do the presentation.
Okay, thank you. Please go ahead.
Okay, sir. Mustafa, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay.
Good day,
You can
everybody.
share your screen.
Okay, I'm trying to share my screen now. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay. All right. Good day, everybody. My name is Mustafa Nuruddin. I'm from Group-2, DMI Cohort 2. I want to present Epic Book Cloud Deployment, which is a two-tier application. So I'm going to share the PPT I have for this presentation. So Epic Book. First of all, I want to appreciate Pravin Mishra for this opportunity and lead co-mentor, Mr. Pravin Pandey, the co-mentors, Mr. Paul Hanuche and Ms. Anjana. So three of us are going to do this presentation. I'm going to present the PPT. Mr. Adedayo, Eidairo, and Larry are going to do the deployment step by step. So what is the Epic Book? This is the architecture behind this particular Epic Book. The Epic Book, what is this Epic Book? Is just like an online store from a business perspective. The simple concept is that basically most traditional stores, they close daily and they have limited shelf space. So, customer can walk in and can walk out, but with this kind of solution, the internet never closes, and this kind of deployment makes it possible for the cloud to scale instantly, and the server and the customer can be served everywhere in the world. So the business logic is actually straightforward. Customer browse the book from the internet, and they add it to their cart, checkouts behind the scene. Our database is actually update the inventory in real time, and the database is actually put inside a private subnet. So with this, customer data are always saved. Their password, their details, their card details is always saved. So this is not just a demo project; it's a similar architecture that's real e-commerce sites uses. So the database, as I said earlier, is actually in a private subnet, and the internet comes into through the public subnet, and the security group are in the public subnet. So this ensures serves three businesses opportunities. It makes sure that your app is 24/7 available. It has a real inventory whereby you can actually call your logs, and it is enterprise grade security. So Epic Book, this deployment proves cloud architecture isn't just about technology. It's about taking simple business, selling book, and making it work for customer anywhere, anytime, and securely. So basically, that is all about this, the introduction of this two-tier application, which is the Epic Book. So I'll give the mic to my other colleague for them to do the demo presentation. Thank you very much.
Hi, good day, everyone. My name is Adedayo, and I'll be doing. Am I loud enough? Am I loud and clear?
Yes, you're
Yes.
audible.
All right, thank you. So I will be presenting the demo, and then my other colleague will continue from wherever I stop. Okay, so this is our assignment, and the learning objective for this assignment is that at the end of we doing this assignment, right, there are some things that we need to be able to know and we say that yes, we are good at. So at the end of this assignment, after we have been able to do this assignment, we should be able to design a secure VPC with public and private subnets and routing. We should be able to launch EC2 instance in a public subnet and adding access. That is to make it, we give it access, least privilege access. And also to launch MySQL database in a private subnet and also restricts access. So to give it a least privilege access. And to deploy a full stack application with front end and back end behind Nginx, and also to validate the workflows. So there are some prerequisites that we need to know before we can do the assignments, but I will skip those for now. Then, so the architecture of our or this application is that we have a VPC, a virtual private cloud, and then in that VPC we create a public subnet which will host our EC2 instance and also have an internet gateway so that it can communicate with the internet. And then we also create a private subnet. In this private subnet, there will not be internet access, and that is where our database is going to be to reside, so as to limit exposure to malicious attacks on the internet or any other person that wants to access it via the internet. And also, we are going to create an internet gateway and attach it to our VPC. We're also going to create a route table. So for this route table, we have a public route table that will have an internet gateway for our public subnet, and we also have a private route table with no internet gateway where our database is going to reside. So I'm going to take it step by step as we go forward. So the first step is for us to create a VPC. So this is my AWS interface. I'm logged in with an IAM user. So for us to create a VPC, I'm going to go here and I can search for VPC. There are also recently visited this tab view I can choose from. Let me just go from here. Okay, so we create VPC here. And at the right corner of our system, you can see create VPC. So we click on create VPC. So we'll be creating the VPC with some details that has already been given us for this assignment, so that we stick with the naming convention. Epic Group VPC, and we give it CIDR of 10.0.0/16. You can leave it in the default tenancy. And then we can just leave every other thing the way it is like this, and then we click on create VPC. So now our VPC is created. So we now have a VPC in. So the next logical thing for us to do is to create a subnet in our VPC. So we can just click on subnets in this drop down here, private class drop down. We have some subnets here already, so we can just create the particular subnets we want to create in the particular VPC that we want. So you can choose here, we choose the VPC that we created just now. So I'm going to choose this VPC, cloud VPC, and this is the IPv4 that we already gave it earlier. And then we choose, let's go with the name of our VPC here. This is our public VPC. Then we choose the availability zone in which we want our VPC to be in. So I'm choosing the first availability zone, and I'm giving it this IP address. So we can just instead of us creating it one by one, it's better for us to just create it at once. So we just click on add new subnet rather than creating it one after the other. So we also create our private VPC two at the same time. And then we will pick the same availability zone. You can actually choose a different availability zone, but let's pick the same availability zone. And then let's give it this CIDR. Okay, so now we are creating our public VPC, public subnets and private subnets. So let me create the subnets now. Okay, so now we have our public subnets and our private subnets in our Epic Book VPC. So right now, both subnets is actually, if you click on them, you will see that even the private subnets, and if you look at the route table on the details, so both public and private subnets as at this point in time are actually private because they do not have route to internet. So that is why the next logical step for us is to create the internet gateway so that we can attach that internet gateway to our VPC. So let's create the internet gateway and create the internet gateway here. Let's also use the same, stick with the naming convention. So we have created our internet gateway right now. So the next thing for us to do is to attach this internet gateway to the VPC that we had created. So there are two ways at this point where how we can attach it. It's either if you look at this top corner here, you see attached to a VPC, or you can just click on the action here and you see attached to a VPC. And use either way works. Then we pick our VPC. So this is the VPC we want to attach this internet gateway to. Then we click on attach internet gateway. So right now, our VPC now has an internet gateway. However, we need to create a route table to route our public subnet to the internet. As if you recall, the assignments ask us to create a public subnet with internet gateway and a private subnet that does not have an internet gateway. So for us to be able to route this, we need to create a route table. So let's create route table. We say route table here, click on route table, then you can create route table. So let's create the public route table first. Let's call this Epic Book public route table. Let's call it public routing. And then we select our VPC, Epic Book VPC. Then we create this route table. So now we have a public route table for our VPC. And as you can see here, that even though we created this route table, the thing is still showing 10.0.0/16, which is local. That is, it's if you associate this route table right now to our public subnet, the public subnet will still not have access to the internet because it can still only route locally. So for us to make this public, we will have to edit the routes. So if you click on edit route here, then we add a new route. So add route, and then we now put this here 0.0.0/0, and then our target will now be the internet gateway in which we created earlier. So we pick internet gateway. Then we pick that particular internet gateway that we created, Epic Book Internet Gateway. So that's our target, and then we save it here. So at this point, we can go ahead to associate our public route table to our subnet. So let me associate it here. You see subnet association, then you click on edit subnet association. So once you click on the edit subnet association, then you can pick the subnets that you want to associate this route table to. Being that the route table we created is a public route table with access to the internet. So we'll have to attach it to our public subnets, which is the Epic Book public subnet. Then we save association. So the assignment also says we should create a private subnet, a private route table with no internet gateway. So let's create a private route table soon. So we go through the same step. We create route table. We call it Epic Book private route table. And then we attach it to the same VPC, Epic Book VPC. And then we create the route table here. So now this is our private route table. And as you can see, it's only routed locally, which is actually our goal here, so that this route, our subnets that we associate with it should not have access to the internet. So here we click on subnet association, we edit the subnet association, and then we pick our private subnets because we don't want our private subnets to have access to the internet in order to limit unauthorized access to our private subnets, which our database is going to reside in. So now we have created the route table, we have associated the route table to the public, and we kept the private subnets without an internet gateway. So we have to enable auto-assign IP for public subnets. This is very important because if we do not do this at this point, actually we can actually do that when we get to where we are launching our EC2 instance, but it may just be better for us to, if we can do it here. So inline subnet, public subnet. So you can see here, edit subnet settings. Since the goal of this thing is for us to enable auto-assign IP for our public subnets, which is highly recommended. So we click on our public subnets, and then we go to edit subnet settings here. And as you can see here, we would have to click this enable auto-assign IP. This is actually important for the public subnets because we want to be able to SSH into our EC2 instance by the time we launch it into the public subnet. But if we do not click on auto-assign public IP address as at this point, let's say when we are launching the EC2 instance and we forget to click it when we are launching the EC2 instance, the instance will not have a public IP address, and so we will not have an interface to be able to SSH into our EC2 instance. So that's why it's important for us and recommended for us to enable it at this point. So right now, the next task for us is to create our security groups for EC2 and our database RDS with least privilege. So I see security group as a form of something like a bouncer. So if you go to a restaurant, you go to an organization, or you go to, let's say, a club, for instance, and let's say for the VIP section, there are only some people that can have access to that section. So our security group is like our bouncer that we put at the gates to, let's say, our organization. And if anybody is coming in, we already instructed our bouncer, which is our security groups, that if this person is coming in with this credential, if the person is not supposed to access this environment, bounce them out. So that is what security group does for us. So right now we want to create a security group for our EC2 instance and instruct the security group on the rules by which is going to allow access into our EC2 instance. So this point, we can go to EC2 instance. We go to EC2. And if we scroll down in the left corner here, we're going to see security group under network and security. So if you click on security group here, so this is where we'll be able to create the security group for our subnets. So I'm going to create security group here, and I'm going to give the security group a name. Let's see if there is a name we should give it here. There's a big book security group. So give it a big book security group. You can give a description, allow SSH, and public access via port 80. And then we will pick our VPC. So yeah, we need to explicitly give our bouncer, our security group, the rules in which any incoming traffic into our EC2 instance, if they do not meet this rule, the job of the security group is to bounce them out. So we add rule. So I will assume that the first rule we're going to ask is SSH. This is because we will want to be able to access our EC2 instance via the command line to be able to do some installations or anything later on. So we're going to click on SSH and pick SSH in this drop down. So already have a prefilled protocol of TCP and a port range of 22. So we can change that. And then we want to, if we click on this drop down here, we can see custom. We can see to allow traffic from anywhere from IP4. We will not want to do this because if we do this, then anybody can actually SSH into our EC2 environment, which may be a security risk that we do not want. So we want anybody that wants to SSH into our EC2 instance to be from my IP address, which is the most secure at this point. So we pick my IP address, and it's going to autofill our IP address at that point. And then we also want the public to be able to access the application that we will deploy on our EC2 instance from port 80 from HTTP. So we are going to add another rule. We'll pick HTTP. So we pick HTTP here from the dropdown. The TCP is also auto-generated and the port as port 80. So for this, we can allow anywhere from the public to access it because we want them to be able to access it and see and access the application that we deploy on our EC2 instance. So we can leave the outbound route to at the default. Then we create the security group. So we have created the security group for our EC2 instance. So the next thing is for us to create a security group for our database, RDS security group. So you also click on security group and we create a new security group. Let's give it this name, Epic Book RDS security group. Allow, you can give a description, EC2 to access database. And then we are going to pick our VPC, Epic Book VPC. And the same thing here, we are going to set some rules for our browser, our security group, that whenever anybody wants to access this database, if the traffic is not coming from our EC2 instance, do not allow them in. So we add the rule here, and then at this type, we can choose SQL. So use MySQL Aurora. It also has its own the protocol and port range auto field. And then the source here, we leave it as custom. And then at this point, we want to pick our EC2 instance so that only traffic coming from our EC2 instance can access our database. So we come down here and we see security group. We see the security group we created earlier for our EC2 instance, and then we pick that security group. So at this point, that's the only access that we want for inbound traffic into our database. So we say create our security group. So right now our security group has been created. So the next thing for us to do, the next task for us now is to launch our EC2 instance in our public subnet. So we come to instances, instances here, and then on the right corner here, we can see launch instance. Then we click on launch instance. So we want to, okay, let me just name it Epic Book EC2. So at this point, we can choose the application image that we want. So I would prefer to go with Ubuntu. Okay. So you can go with the default at this point, and then we leave it at the default instance type T3 micro. So this is the point where we create a key pair. So a key pair is like an access, like a password, a passkey that you will use to access the EC2 instance. Without it, you will not be able to access the EC2 instance. So we can either select, if you have a key pair earlier, we can either, that we had created earlier, we can select that key pair, or we can create a new key pair. So for the case of this assignment, let's create a new key pair. So we are asked to create a key pair. So let me name the key pair Epic Book key pair. And we leave it at the default RSA, and we want it to be in the file format to be .px. So at that point, we create the key pair. So we will be prompted to download that key pair after we have created it, and then we can download it. So I'm downloading it in my download folder. Right. And yeah, we want to edit this network setting because it's by default choosing the default VPC in which AWS automatically created for us when we created this AWS account. So we don't want to use that. We want to select the VPC we created specifically for this project, which is Epic Book VPC. And we also want to select our subnets. So the assignment said that we should launch the EC2 in our public subnet. So we are picking our public subnet. And this is the place where I was saying earlier that auto assign IP. If you had not selected it in the subnet settings earlier, it will be in disable. And we might just overlook it and skip it and not remember to enable that. So that's why it's important for us to create it earlier. And then our firewall, which is our security group, that I like to call our bouncer. So we want to pick the rules for incoming traffic into this our EC2 instance. So we can either create a security group or we select one. Since we had created one earlier, let's select the one that we created. So we select Epic Group EC2 security group. And we can leave the other configurations like the way it is for now. And then let's launch our instance. Okay, so now we have launched our Epic Group EC2 instance in our public subnet. Depending. Okay, so let's see if we did all the required tasks in all the required steps in task 3. So we have to launch AMI Ubuntu. We have to pick our public subnets, IP, auto assign IP enabled, security group. We have to pick our security group and then to create our key pair. So the next task is for us to SSH into our EC2 instance. So you can see that now our instance is running. So we can click on our EC2 instance here to be able to see our public IP. So it's this public IP address that we will use to SSH into our EC2 instance. Let me do that right now. Let me be sure I'm sharing my full screen so you can see. Let me share my entire screen. Okay. So I already have WSL Ubuntu on my local machine. So I prefer to use that. Okay, so now this is, so we want to SSH into the EC2 instance that we created earlier. So we use the command SSH pass I and Ubuntu at our, sorry, we need to select our key pair. But if you look at our listing here, the key pair we created is actually not here. This is a previous key pair. These are previous key pairs. So the key pair we created right now is not on this listing. So we had to go to the folder in which we downloaded that key pair. When I was downloading key pair earlier, I said that I'm downloading the key pair in my downloads folder. So we have to go to my download folder. Let me So right now, sorry, see the downloads. Okay, so right now we are in my downloads folder, and you can see this is the key pair that I created just now, Epic Group key pair. So I want to send that key pair to my home to be able to SSH into it. Actually, we can actually SSH into the system from this point, but due to the fact that I'm using WSL on Windows, Windows will not allow me to edit the permissions for this key pair. As you can see, the permission for the key pair, this key pair is open to both the user, which is me, my group, and to others. This key pair right now is too exposed, and AWS will not allow us to be able to SSH into our EC2 with this key pair because the permissions are too exposed. Okay, let's say I try to change the permission of this key pair with the command change mode. I put it as 400 and I pick epic key pair.spam. Right now, normally this is supposed to have changed the permissions on this key pair, but like I said earlier, WS Ubuntu will not allow you, WS on Windows will not allow you to do that. As you can see, if you look at it here, though we set our permission to 400, but as you can see here, it is not 400 because Windows will not allow us to change this as at this point. And if you try to SSH into our EC2 instance, we are going to be rejected. Let's try that and see. SSH plus I. Let's pick our key pair. And then we're going to then let's put our public IP. This is our public IP. So if we try to SSH right now, we are not going to be allowed to SSH into our distance as at that point. So the system will not allow us to SSH into it. So I think I made a mistake with the command. It's supposed to be SSH. So as you can see, it's telling us as permission denied because of our public key. So for us to be able to SSH into it, we need to, if you can see the one here, unprotected private key file, we will need to change the permission of our public key. And for us to be able to change the permission, since I'm using WLS on Windows, I need to send this key pair from my Windows to my Linux environment. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to, let me just move it. Move Epic. So I want to send it to my, and I want to send it to my user. Gosh, okay. As you can see that the keeper is no longer here because I have moved this to my listing, and then let me go back there. The plus I think I sent it to that. Oh, sorry. I actually changed the key pair file, the key pair, the name of the key pair with the move this thing. Okay, so let's, as you can see that this thing is still the permission is still true exposures at this point. Let's change the permission for the key pair. Change mode, set that's 400. So as you can see right now that the permission has been edited to read only by the user, and then the group and others do not have read access, do not have write access, and do not have execution access. So right now we can use this to log back into our EC2 instance. So let me change the name back to, but let me just leave it like that. SSH I. Going to add copy our public IP. So right now we are able to log into our EC2 instance. As you can see from here, it's showing Ubuntu apps, and this is our private IP. So whenever we log into an EC2 instance like this, the first thing we want to do is to update the system. So we can use sudo apt. We are using apt because we are specifically using Ubuntu distribution. If you are using another distribution like AWS, you probably have to use Yum at this point. So we are sudo apt updates and sudo apt upgrade. So it's updating and upgrading. So while it's updating, let's look at our task. So the task number 5 here says that we should SSH into it and then update our OS package, which we are currently doing. So let's give it a little time to update. Okay, so our operating system is now updated and upgraded. So the next task is for us to install the required software for us to be able to achieve our goal for this assignment, which is to install our Node.js that is going to be used for our backend. Also, Nginx that's going to serve as the reverse proxy that's going to be a link between our front end and our backend. and MySQL client, which is going to help us to be able to interact with our database. So at this point, let's just copy this and install this. I will wait for it to install. Okay, so it's installed now. So we can confirm, for us to confirm that it's installed, let's look at node/b to confirm the version of our node. As we can see, version 18.19.1, and also this the version of our npm. As you can see, version 9.2.0. So now we can confirm that the application we need to serve our backend is installed. So the next thing right now is for us to install our Nginx. So we can just sudo apt install Nginx. Okay, so at this point we want to start our Nginx. So we use sudo systemctl start Nginx. So Nginx. Then we will want to enable our Nginx so that we are enabling it so that when we log out of this instance, it will keep running in the background. It's currently enabled. So you will also want to look at the status of our Nginx to confirm that it's actually running. So can you use sudo systemctl status Nginx and use page. So right now we have confirmed that our Nginx is active and it's enabled. It's enabled. So the next thing for us is to install our MySQL client. It has been installed, so you can also check the version here using the command MySQL version and see the version in MySQL here at this point. And then, now that we have created and downloaded all the applications we need to be able to run this, the next thing for us is to create our database in the private subnet and ensure that it does not have a public access. So to be able to do that, we come here. You search here, you go to RDS. So you can Here, run RDS. So we go to databases. And then you can see we have no database at this point. So we are going to create a new database. Okay, so at this point, it's better for us to go with the configuration when we are creating our database, because if you click on easy create, AWS is going to hold some details here that we will not be able to edit. But we want full control of our database, so we choose full configuration. And the assignment that asks us to create, before we create that, we all first need to create our database subnet before we actually create our database. So yeah, let's create the subnet group first before we create our database. So you click on subnet group and you click create DB subnet. Let's see if they give us a name for it. Okay, so this is the name they give us for the subnet, right? Put the name there. Then I don't know if this description is compulsory, but okay, it's compulsory. So let's just call it a big group subnet group. And let's choose our VPC. So we're choosing Epic Group VPC. So as you can see, we have two subnets and one availability zone. Then we are going to add subnets here. So let's add US East 1 subnet, the availability zone, I mean. And then we add our subnets. We pick our Epic Group private subnet. So at this point, you can see a caution here that says that for multi-zone DB cluster, you must select 3 subnets in 3 different availability zones. That's if you want your database to be highly available. Let's create subnet group. So we can see an error message here saying that we are sorry that the DB subnet group doesn't meet the availability zone coverage requirements, as current availability zone coverage is US East 1. So we have to add subnets. So this is actually important here because for us to be able to create a subnet, we need to have a minimum of 2 availability zones. And if you recall, when we were creating our subnets, we actually created in only 1 availability zone. So what we can do right now is to create another availability zone. So we create, so the requirement is, what we need to create right now is a private subnet, since we are talking about our DPM. So, and let's create another private subnet. Let's use our VPC. Let me see our naming convention so that to be easy to follow through. So this is our naming convention. Let's put it Epic private availability subnet zone, and let's create this in another availability zone so that we will be able to meet the requirements for what we are creating. So let's give it 10.0.4.0/24. And then let's create subnet. So now we now have another subnet in another availability zone, and we'll be able to go ahead with this. Let me refresh this. Okay. This name here. I'll use the same thing for the description, so I don't waste time. Let me pick our. So now, as you can see now, in our Epic Book VPC, we now have 3 subnets in 2 availability zones. So we now choose availability zone A and B now, and we can now choose our subnets. So we want our private subnet. So this is the private subnet in availability zone B and the private subnet in availability zone A. So now we have met the requirements for creating the private subnet, DB subnet group by having 2 availability zones. So the next thing right now, it says subnets include private subnets and ideally a second private subnet in another availability zone if you want high availability. For this assignment, minimum is private subnet association. Okay, so now let's create our database. So we click on database here and click on database instance here. Click on create database. So as I was explaining earlier, we choose full configuration. The assignment specifically asks us to create engine MySQL. So use MySQL. So for the templates, let's use dev test template. And for availability and durability. So for this assignment, what this actually means is that our database, if we choose multi-availability zone database, our database will be highly available. Our database will be highly available because since we have the primary database for read and write, and then the other 2 availability zone will be for backups with the endpoints. And if you also create these 2 instances of multi-availability database instance, our primary database will have read and write endpoints, and then the other availability zone will be for standby. In case if our primary availability goes down, we'll be able to have a follow-up. And if you create a single availability zone, it will be in only our primary instance. So as at this point, our database will not be highly available. So if we look at our assignments very well, we are not actually required to create an highly available database. So let's just go with single availability zone for now. And then we can do the setting. Let me just put Epic Book so that we'll be able to. So we can set our username for the database as admin, click self-managed, and set our password. We put our password as Epic Book 02. Epic Book 02. So we're choosing password authentication for our database. And if you look at the instance type here, you can actually choose different instance type based on what we need at each point in time. There are different database instance type you can choose from here. And I want to choose Bustable last year in order to, because this is not a free tier account. So in order to minimize costs, I'm going to pick Bustable here. I'll leave it as C3 micro. For the storage type, I will leave it as general purpose SSD, and I can reduce this to 20 in order to minimize costs. Additional storage configuration. Let's leave this like this. Okay, so here now we want to create our DB subnet group. So at this point, we will leave it. Default I choose. Sorry, I need to choose our availability, our VPC, the Playbook VPC. And then you can see that once we click our VPC, it automatically picks our DB subnet group, which has 2 subnets and 2 availability zones. So at this point here, we do not want our database to be accessible to the public, so we leave it as no. And then for our VPC security group, we choose this security group we created earlier for our database. We can create a new one too if we don't have one created before. Or since we have one created before, so we are picking that. And the availability zone, we can actually leave it to no preference. So AWS will launch our database in any availability zone, and we can pick the specific availability zone that we want. Let's pick 1A, additional configuration. So in order to minimize cost, I'm going to delete this. Additional configuration. So our initial database name, we look at our assignments very well. We are asked to create a DB name epic book. So let's pick that and create our DB name epic book. And we also want to check backup because of cost too. And as you can see that we have been able to minimize costs from all these things that we removed from the listing, and then we can create our database. So our database will actually take a few seconds or minutes to create. And while that is going on, I don't know if at this point there's any question or we have any listing. So I want to pass the microphone to my colleague, my senior colleague, to continue with the presentation. Mr. Where are you on the call, sir? While we are waiting for him to take over, if there's any question at this point, and we're also waiting for the database to create, we can take any question at this point. Thank you.
Mr. Awe, are you there?
Yes, I'm coming up. I actually have an issue with my audio, so I'm using 2 devices. So I want to get the laptop connected to the.
Sorry, let me stop sharing my screen so you can take over.
All right.
Let's stop sharing my screen. I'm trying to stop sharing my screen. You can just share your screen when you're ready. I can't find I don't know if I can
Yeah.
find a way to share my screen. Okay, stop share.
Sorry, it's loading. My laptop is coming up.
Are we waiting for your laptop to share screen or what? What are we waiting for?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm sharing screen. It's coming up now. Can you see me, please? Can you see my screen, please?
Yeah, it
Yes,
is.
we can see.
All right. Good evening, everyone. So my name is Larry Awe. I am from Group-2. So, and I'm going to continue from where my partner just stopped now. Sorry, I'm going to put all this. All right. So, I've already done one or two things before now. So I'm just going to delete this thing and continue from where he stops. So, so I have a document I would like to work with as well. You can see my screen. I'll be picking one or two things from the documents as well. So
You can only see one of your screen. Are you sharing your whole screen or what are you sharing? I can't see that document. I only see your command line interface.
command
Yeah,
line
you
interface.
need to share
How about the
entire
VS Code?
screen.
Can you see the VS Code, please?
No, we can't.
Oh.
Landry, you have to share your whole screen so we can see your VS Code. We only
All right.
able to see that the Git bash.
Oh. The issue is that I'm actually using two devices. So I'm using the mobile one for audio, and the laptop is where I plan to do the presentation.
Okay, no worry, but you can close that screen sharing and share it again.
Okay. Am I okay now?
Yeah, we can see
Okay.
your VS Code now.
All right. Okay. So I'll be working with.
Bold.
I'll be.
It's tiny. Make it bold.
It's tiny.
Make your screen bold. Like Control plus. Control
All right.
plus. Then you raise the terminal. Yeah.
Is it fine now?
One more time.
I hope it's okay now.
Fine, it's fine now.
All right. So I would like to go to our assignments. Let's pick it from there. I'll be using the demo as well, together with the documentation. All right. The database has been created already. So I'm just going to, I think there's no need for me to start repeating what my partner has already talked about. So I'm just going to run this command, just to update the instance. While that one is going on, let's go to the assignment again. So we are meant to install Node.js, Nginx, and our database, which has been done already. So just going to run this command just to install our Node.js and npm as well. Everything has already been installed. I'm just trying to, refresh our brain so that we don't run into any issue while working on the database. That's good. Then I'll paste this command just to, okay, it's already installed and we have the newest version. So let's work with let's check. So the next thing I'm going to do, I want to restart the Nginx, reload it and see if there's any issue, whether it's running or not. Okay, we're good. Our Nginx is running fine. Then I'll go to, yes, I want to install this my SQL client. I'll copy the command, drop it, and see what happens. Okay, everything is intact. Then I'll move on to the next one. Okay, everything has been configured already. We have our VPC running, our database, everything has been created. All right. Now, I would like to go back to my, to my documentation and check one or two things there as well. Yeah, from my documentations there, I've done all this installation already. Node is running, npm is running, nginx is running. Then the next thing I would like to clone the website itself. Yeah. And from the documentation here, we are given the URL already. I'm just going to copy it. Okay, I have the website clone. Let's check what we have in there. Then I'd like to CD into the Epic book itself. Now let's check what we have in. Okay, we have all our files intact. Sorry. All right. I'd like to go back to my listing. What's it called? My documentation. So this one has been installed already. I'm just trying to place it. That's why I'm doing all this. Okay, from the documentation, we are meant to do one or two things on our database to see whether our database is actually functioning. So I'm going to copy this guy and run it on my code editor. Yes, I have the, what's it called? We have to, replace all this information. Our master username is admin. Then we'll replace it with it. Then the endpoint for the database is this. Just going to replace it with this guy. Then I'll enter. Then input my password. Then I'm in. So we are live in our database. What next are we supposed to do here? Check whether the database is created, the DB is created or not. Please mind you, my database name is not Epic Book. I actually use Bookstore. So I'll need to edit that to be sure. You can see database is already in existence. So I think we're good to go. Then what next are we supposed to do? Okay, you can actually check this. Okay, let's go ahead and do just that. But before this can be done, this is talking about the parts. And the parts in our database is, okay, I'll need to exit this one. So what do we have in there? I'd like to share first. There's a folder, a directory, supposed to appear here. Okay, DB. You need to CD into this DB directory to get that command done with. So what do we have in our DB? So if you see, you can see that we have all the schema, the author, and every other thing in that folder. So that is where we are going to, run that commands. And I would like to copy the commands and do all the necessary editing before move on. Okay, I think I'm gonna just do this. Since I have that command running, so there will be no need for me to start. Just gonna edit this. First one we are working with is by Then we can edit. Mind you, the name of our database is not Epic Book. It's Bookstore. Okay, I think that's fine. We run that. Input my password. All right, author already exists. That means we're doing fine. Then we can check. I would like to check my, okay. We should follow the instruction on this thing. You can also run this as well. Just gonna copy this guy. I think it's important for us to work with the instruction given to us. Yeah. Then I'm gonna edit this as well. Change it to bookstore. Okay. Use bookstore, show table. So everything is in order. I'm gonna input my password. Ready? Access denied. Blah 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 blah. Access denied for user. I think I will need to do that once again. Bookstore use. Maybe I think the issue has to do with the password. Okay, we're good. So our database is live. So what next are we going to do? Let's go into, I'd like to quickly have a glance at my this thing. All right, then let's go into our assignments. What next are we supposed to do? Okay, I've already done the cloning. I've cloned already. I think that one comes first. Then I've installed npm just to be safe. Still gonna run it once again. While that one is loading, what else are we supposed to do? Yes, I have to create this environment and do all the necessary editing, writing. Okay, according to the instruction given to us, we have to copy this and edit it accordingly. We're gonna copy, put it right in, and then do all the necessary editing. My endpoints, database endpoints. Remove this guy. Then our master user is admin. Then our password. Sorry. I'm just gonna get out of this so I don't make mistake. I'll do that again, please. Sorry.
Hello, Awe.
Yep. I'm with you.
You are creating inside the DB folder. It should be in the Epic group.
Epic. Oh, is that so? Oh, DB, you are right. Sorry. You're right. You're right. Sorry. So I have a password I'm using. So my password is not auto-generated really. My DB name is bookstore. The port, it's all right. So I'm just gonna save this guy. Then what next? Let me quickly check out the assignment. Yeah, I meant to run this guy, but from my finding, I'm not going to do that because it won't work. A couple of things I still need to do. And from here, I'll need to consult my documentation. I need to do some editing. This config file has to be, edited. Just gonna copy it. Good. All right. From what we can see here, we agree with me, the username has to be, edited as well. Our username is admin, not root. Yeah. The password has to be the same thing with the other one. And our bookstore, everything is fine. Host, we need to also edit our host. Yeah. I'm gonna drop this guy here. I think we're good to go. I'm gonna save, then exit. And I like to consult my guy again. Run. I'm not gonna run this guy yet. Going. Yeah. I want to also edit this folder. It's not Epic Book. It's bookstore. Then what do we have in there? Our root is var directory. Bypass. Okay. Just gonna copy this guy. Please, I would like to have a look. I want to check. Okay. All right. From this guy here. Our location is API for the server. Else. Okay, I'm gonna save this and exit. Then I would like to use this command to restart. So first and foremost, I would like to shut this. Good. Mind you, this is not Epic Book, this is Bookstore. So you can create a symbolic link with this. Okay, by the way, let me check whether the MDNS is working. Okay, that's fine. Sudo. What else am I supposed to do? Now I can. Things fine. Then I can run this command and see what happens in there. Okay, our server is live. I would like to copy the, what's it called? The public IP and see whether we are still active. We are active as well on the browser. I hope my screen is still visible, please.
Yes, it's visible.
All right.
Yes.
All right. All right. So I'm just gonna copy my IP address, my public IP. Then I'll go to my, what's it called? Go to my browser. Paste it here. HTTP. Drop the guy. What do we have in there? So, error 403. So what it means is that I can't connect to my database. NGNS is not able to, so I have to check what
Hello.
is going on.
Hello,
Hello?
we can't see your browser.
Oh, you can't see my browser?
No, no.
Oh,
We can
sorry.
only see Visual Studio
Okay.
Code.
Okay, please let me do it again.
And what database you have created?
Yes, sir.
Which database you have created? Database name. What is database name?
Yeah, database name is Bookstore.
Bookstore.
Yes, I use Bookstore.
Okay.
Can you see my browser now? All right.
Yeah, we can see.
All right.
Yes, we can see.
Ev, can you check your config file?
Config file.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you are right. You are right.
Only your browser is visible.
Come again, please.
Your only your browser is visible.
Oh, what's going on? Okay, I'm coming.
Yeah.
Are we good now, sir?
Yes, it is visible now.
The problem is not from my config
No,
file.
no, not that one. Epic Book Server config file. etc nginx sites available Epic Book.
Okay, okay, you're right. All right. I've edited it actually.
I think you need to edit this one. Okay. Can you make it full screen?
Okay.
Is the backend port is correct? Is it the 3000 or 8080?
I think it's 3,000. That is what we have in the instruction assignment instruction anyway. Okay, maybe let me just show you. I don't know if you can see. Can you
But
still
I
see
think
my?
Nginx is running. Sorry, not Nginx. Backend is running on 8080. Let's check it.
You mean I should use 8080?
No, you need to check it first and then you can edit it. Yeah.
All right. If you can, let me share my this thing. Let me show you. You can see my browser now. This is the instruction given to us in the assignment. It's listing at 80, 3,000.
Can Can you view your server.js file?
Come again, please.
Can you view your server.js file?
Server.js
JS.
file.
Yes.
Okay, okay. All right.
Can you see here? It's 8080.
Okay. You mean this port?
Yes.
Okay. May I change it to 3000?
Yes.
Hello, Anjana, but why we need to change this port?
Because backend is running in this port.
But our packet is running on 8080 only. Like we have done this in past.
Sorry?
Like we have done in the previous assignment, our app is running on 8080 only, not on 3000.
We can keep it here as 8080 and change the other configuration file, or we can change it from the backend. We can do both.
Yeah, we can do that part, but yeah, okay.
Just gonna refresh the browser again to be sure.
If you are giving 3000 port, then this port is allowed or not?
Where the problem is
We
actually,
have to
I'm
go to
talking.
security.
Let me.
We have to go
No,
to
no, it's
security group and allow 3000 also.
no, it's not.
Sorry. Learner, can you keep that 8080 there and change the configuration files to 8080?
Come again, please. You said what?
Can you keep the server.js 8080 and change configuration file to 8080 from 3000?
All right.
Change the .env file to
Dot what?
.env.
I didn't get that, please. What did you say?
Did you change the .env also?
Yes, I did. Isn't it this file you are talking about? Right?
Yeah, this one and .env.
Okay, okay. But from the instruction given to us, okay. You mean I should change this? This is
Yes.
what we're asked to use in the instruction anyway, but let's just give it a shot and see how it goes. So still the same thing.
Can you check in incognito?
All right.
Hello. Before that, restart Nginx.
Okay. Yes, still the same thing. I ran into this issue really, but if I may, let me share some things so that you understand better. Can you see my screen, please? So the idea is this. If we check the content of this directory, we are meant to our index.html file, email, and CSS file are supposed to be here. So the idea is because we don't have those files set. That is the problem. And if you check our root folder as well, our root directory as well, those files are missing.
Okay, Lar, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Can you?
Okay, can you go into your config file? Just cd.
Tanisha also shared
Config
something.
Yeah, Tanisha shared the
slash config.json. Oh, sorry, can you do nano instead? Nano. I want you to go into that folder. Do nano. Okay, here you have already
I've edited
edited
it,
everything.
Yeah.
Okay, it's okay. Let's come out of that. Let's check the default site. Can you go to Udemy and copy that command from the default site?
Yeah.
Clara, can you check that Tanisha's?
Come again, please.
Hello.
Okay, can you remove that epic book? Remove that, yes, all that. Up to epic book, yes, remove that. Can you say /default? Default.
Okay.
Default, yeah. Oh, you are saying sudo ls. No, I want you to open that file.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
yes. Okay, can we scroll down?
All right.
Here, hello.
Okay. Oh,
Here, comment out everything and paste the thing which I have mentioned you in the in the inbox. Like you can check in the hello.
Go ahead.
Just comment out everything from here.
Everything.
Yes.
Okay.
That brackets and everything.
sorry, why can't we just add on the location part only? Because I think on top there is just one in the same thing.
Okay. I think is this some? Is it? Can I ask ChatGPT? I think I should do that.
No. There is a message. Can you check on the chat box?
Chat. Please see the chat.
Please
Chat.
see the chat. Yeah. I have sent you something. Check it.
Can you see the chat?
All right. Okay.
Go inside go inside
Okay,
and update.
Come again, sir.
Go to that. Go into that file. Go into that file. Okay, can you scroll down to where there is location and copy that part which says location and paste it down there? Yeah, you see that part written location?
Yeah.
Yes, you just paste that part which says location proxy pass only.
Here we
Make
have to
sure you
remove
copy
everything.
from proxy pass.
Some Kalisha. We have to
Yeah,
remove
sure.
that root one also, index, everything we have to remove from here. So I'm just telling you to comment out everything and just paste that part. So it will be easier, more easier.
Okay, yeah, it's still fine. It's still okay.
Yeah. It will be very
Lara,
much.
just comment out everything.
Yeah. Just comment out everything and paste the thing which I sent. Yeah.
Oh, I should comment everything here.
Yes, comment out everything.
Okay.
Just type in edge, okay? That's hash, yes. Yeah, like that. Can you just comment out on these white colors only? Leave the blue ones.
All white color.
Yeah.
That one
Yeah, I
more
think
like
that's it. Now you need
no, there is one more
to copy
bracket.
the
There is one more
there is
bracket
another one.
remaining. Yeah. Scroll up. You can see one more. Scroll up.
Okay.
Hello.
Scroll.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, this one.
Okay, this one.
Yeah. Just paste the thing which you have copied over. Yeah. Now save it. Like use Control O. Enter.
Permission error.
Okay, Lar, go out and use sudo, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have not used sudo.
Bracket is
That
there.
curly brace. Go up.
This one.
Yes, there. Okay.
Just here.
And now you can paste the message, okay?
Yes. Do Control X. Now restart your server. Sudo and then XX.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Check it.
Okay, now it's fine. You load.
Sudo systemctl. Restart.
Okay, can you check now on your browser?
Yeah.
What's that IP address? It's 54.
Use HTTP. Use HTTP.
I did.
HTTP, then this one. Hello.
HTTP use in front of IP. Use HTTP slash
HTTP.
yeah,
Yeah.
colon slash. You can check Tanisha at your end also. This is the IP54.
Awesome. I'll check it.
Same thing.
Awe,
Yep.
can you please stop sharing? There's something Angela want to show you on our own screen. That's the
All right.
main issues. Angela, are you there?
Report 2 to 5.
54225.
Angela, are you there?
5160.
Isn't the error fixed? You can check again.
Can you share your screen now? You say you want to share your screen.
Okay, you mean I should share my screen again?
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Ajana.
No, I will share it if not the error fixed.
What do you say?
If the error not fixed, I will share it.
Okay, I'm gonna bring more means.
Can you share the IP on chat?
Yeah, I think the next thing, Lara was supposed to feed the web root, and then we see from there.
Come again, please.
I'm saying, okay, can you share your screen one last time? If we fail, then Anjana is going to share your screen. Can you go into share your screen? Lara, are you there?
Yeah, yes, I'm doing that right away.
Okay.
Is your server is running? Your server is not running,
Yeah.
I think. That's why it is the problem.
No, server is running. It's running.
Let's try to feed the web root and then see if it still fails. Then maybe Anjana can share a screen.
Okay. You mean I should
Okay.
go into the
No. Fine. Go into your Udemy.
All right.
Your server is not working. That's why it is not. Start your server here. So use npm run start.
Again, please.
Use npm run start here.
I can't hear that, please.
Use npm run
npm run start. Use npm run start.
npm run start.
All right.
It is giving us internal server error, and the internal server error because we are not running the server.
No, it's actually npm run start is working. I've done that
It
before.
is working. After that, our IP will work.
This is it. It's
I am listening on port number 8080.
It is giving us forbidden error.
Okay, Lab, can you try this? Can you go into another terminal and try what I want to?
All right.
Leave it running there. Open another terminal.
Yeah. Just gonna copy and just
Returning and opening the terminal.
Yeah, I'm doing that. Please, I'm trying to share the terminal so you can see.
Remove that. You see, yes. All right. You know what? Can you go to your Udemy?
Okay, you might not see the Udemy anyway unless I share the browser once.
Okay.
again.
It's fine. I have it here open. Do you see
Okay.
number? After we have done this, after we have edited this config folder, can you run this? Run this command where we have to remove everything that is on the
okay, it's showing now.
Root. Okay,
where?
Run that sudo, remove everything that is on the web root.
Which of the command?
Sudo rmrf.
Okay.
Yes, this one. Yes, number 2. Run that.
Number 2, okay.
No, the first one. The first one. Yes, that one. Remove everything that is there.
Okay.
We are no longer seeing your terminal now.
Yeah, I'm trying to bring it back up.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Let's copy that other one. Let's copy that other one. The next one. All right. Do you see that part where it's written front end?
Yeah, that's public. You need to
Yes,
replace it.
use the public.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
space.
Now we need to give it permissions, okay?
Okay, I want to cross-check something.
Okay.
All right. Permission, right?
Yes, now let's give it permissions that sudo chon, change ownership. Ownership chi1
Dash mode.
CHOOWN. Ownership.
All right.
Right. We are using, then you do a -R. -R before that. Oh, I don't know if you're getting me.
I've sent you the command, just copy paste it.
Is it
Copy from the chat.
Copy from the chat and paste it.
Copy from the chat. Okay.
Yes. Now click enter.
Now reload your Nginx.
Now reload it.
It's still not coming up.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to check. I want to.
See.
Maybe we need to report to
Let me
488.
refresh. No, it's not.
Check your port. 8080 is working. Firstly, check it. Have colon and then put 8080.
Okay.
It's not working.
It's not good. I doubt if it's gonna work.
Can you check your security group once?
What?
Yeah.
Can you check
Security
your
group.
security group? Go to security
All
group.
right. Okay.
Yes. You have not defined the port 8080 in your security group.
I did actually. Port 8080.
Yes, because it
Yes,
is
port
timed out.
8080.
And I'm checking your API and this got timed out.
All right.
I think this is the problem, maybe. Let's see.
Tanisha, is it timing out from your end?
Like
No.
it is showing the site can't be reached.
Okay.
Cannot be.
Port.
Okay,
Yes.
let them
Okay.
check. Let them check.
Yes.
Yes.
Go in security group. Scroll down. Oh, you only 80 put it there or 80 there.
8080. So I hope you can see the inbound rule.
Where 8080?
Yeah, 8080.
Where 8080?
No, leave it as custom there so that you can be able to edit on the port. No, port, yes, 8080.
Yes. Now save it.
Can you see, please?
Yes. Connection repeat. Like when we are checking it in your, or it said it's running.
From my end here.
Yeah, from your EC2.
EC2 is running. That's my EC2.
Can you check if there's anything coming? Yeah, but it is on 8080.
Come again.
No, I wanted you to check that port 8080 if there's anything running there. I remember I
Yeah.
saw the app. Yeah.
Our app, if you can see my, okay, let me show you.
Yeah, I remember I saw it coming
Yeah,
up, right?
it's running there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you want me to go check whether my EC2 is running? Is that what you're saying again?
Yeah, I wanted you to go inside your EC2, just try to kill the localhost and see what it is saying.
All right, okay. So my internet is a bit slow. I don't know.
Oh yeah. I thought you were going into your terminal.
Okay.
You can just kill from the other tab.
It's running. Everything is running.
Okay. Okay, maybe we can let Anjana share your screen.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Hello.
Hello, Anjana.
Do I need to share my screen?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Anjana and team, have you worked today in daytime this demo? Yes, sir, we have worked today. And okay, go ahead. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
And here I can show you my files. And first I can see my config file. This is my config file. I have added my username and database password and database, and then my endpoint and the dialect. And is the screen visible?
Yes, screen is visible, but could you please just increase the font size?
The font, yes.
I think now it's okay.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to this is my Epic book configuration file. It's listening on port 80. This is server, and it's proxy to this port, and it's here the /API, and then And this is my .tnv file. You can see here DB endpoint is here, and this is my username, and this is database password, and this is database name, and database port is 3306, and the port is 880. Those are the files, and I have already run my app. So for that I ran, give me a minute. I have run npm run start. So after that, you can see the app is running, and I have added some books to the cart, and from here you can see the cart, and I'll do the checkout, and I can show you. So you can see here the changes, and I can show you the final.
What you have done and that he has not done.
I noticed that port 8080 was not there, and I think this file has some error.
No, this file is correct.
This file is correct.
Yeah, this file is correct. The thing is, you have added the same thing I have pasted in this. You just added in the location API, but that not required. It's not needed.
Okay,
Server is
okay.
also running.
Okay, no problem. Please check it internally. What was the issue? What is the issue you are facing? All these things. Okay, please check internally and solve it out. Don't leave that. Okay.
All right, sir.
Yeah, and let me know tomorrow what happened.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. It's too late
You're
actually.
welcome. Thank you.
Okay, Anjana, good to go. Thank you.
Okay, sir. So may I run the last commands?
Yes, please go ahead. Yes.
So these are the last command, checking the API, and we can check the database using this command. I need to add the password. It is here. I don't know why it doesn't work now. It worked earlier. This is the output. And I think that's all.
All right. Thank you, Madam Anjana.
Okay, Anjana, I think the last one, you make it like you need to run that npm to make it go live for the longest time. Do you know that command?
npm run start.
No, the npm install gpm2, the pm2. So that even if when your instance goes down, you can still see it live.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, you can just type sudo npm install -g pm2. Yeah, enter.
I think now all the commands are done.
Yeah, and then you can start the server.js bookstore.
Sorry.
Then you'll see it online.
Sorry, can you repeat?
Okay, you type PM2 start server.js. .js and then hyphen name. Yes, you see now it's actually online. So you can then say PM2 save and then PM2 startup, so that even if when your instance goes off, you can just see it online.
Okay.
Yes, those are the commands. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, I will stop share my screen. And thank you everyone for joining, and thank you Tanisha for helping.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you, Anjana.
You're welcome. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
And I think we are done now.
Yes, sir, we are done.
Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, open. Thank you, Anjana.
Okay, so good night.
Bye.
Okay, sir.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.